And we are live. Hello. I don't know if anyone is watching just yet, but we are streaming. I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if anyone wants to tune in, and in the meantime, I will just sit here and do absolutely nothing. What the?
This live stream is really behind.
Is it really?
This live stream is really behind.
So there's 4 people watching. Okay, cool. Well, I know one of them is you, Hubber. And one of them might also be me in another window. So that means there's 2 other people watching. Thanks. Hi, Jordan. Brian says, I look like angry video game nerd. I shaved earlier. When I had the beard, would you still say that, or I'm just curious. Like, do I generally look like that? Do you like video game? No, I don't play video games. What sofa are you drinking? I'm not sure what brand my couch is. It's got leather. I don't usually drink it. This is a ginger ale. I'm trying to get it open, but it just won't. Hear that? It won't open. So. Jordan says I look like Elvis. My sideburns kept getting longer and longer, and I didn't even realize it. Yeah, I can't deny that. No, bearded LS 100, not look average. Nindongo 6 win. Sometime after J&H Thief 2. If it's just us watching the stream, I'm not going to start anything. For anyone watching back at this live stream, like the title says, the Breadscrumbs 5 teaser trailer came out today. So if anyone wants to ask any questions, in regards to the trailer, if anyone has any comments or anything, this is the place to ask. This is just for the fun of it, just to get people aware, like what's going on with the movie, let people know that it's actually happening. So yeah, for those watching back at this stream, this is what's going on. It's just us messing around with each other. Brian says Canada Dry best Gingale. I agree. Jonathan brought that ginger ale over. If I had bought it, I would have gotten Canada Dry, but that was not the case. Are you okay? Oh, okay. All right. Jordan, I need to know if you're all right. Shout out to Adam Harrell for letting me use his mic. We're going to be using this mic to go over lines for Breads Crumbs 5. Very nice mic. Very crisp sound. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. If you fudging do it, no, I'll kill you. I wouldn't kill him. It's okay. Oh, goodness. We got 7 people watching. Wow. That's pretty good. You know, 7's my lucky number. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Now we're down to 5. Let's go, Pats. 56 says, dude, would you rather fight 100 bread-sized Nelsons or be put in 100 full Nelsons by a piece of bread? I'm gonna try that one more time. Dude, would you rather fight 100 bread-sized Nelsons or be put in 100 full Nelsons by a piece of bread? Is it too much to ask for both? Brian says, I'd rather have 100 full Nelsons from a slice of bread. Chris, thank you for that question. I didn't look at it that way before. Jordan said, now you're down to 4. Well, now I'm back up to 6. So, yeah. Jordan, how many viewers does your live stream have right now? I kind of feel bad. I just made fun of Jordan. I realized that, again, for those who watch back at this live stream, I realized that it's been a while since you guys have seen me beardless. In fact, I can't remember the last time I was totally clean shaven on this channel. When I played Costa Brando in Breads Crumbs 5, I had a gigantic beard, which, you know, you catch glimpses of in the trailer, very hard to miss. But yeah, and as Jordan said, I look like Elvis. I'm rocking the huge sideburns. King Kronos 500 says, hello, how is your night? Mine is doing, hope yours is too. And he said, oh, I spelled that wrong. Oops. King Kronos, my night is going quite well, and I'm glad that yours is going good as well. Happy to have you here. Again, anyone that's tuning in, coming and going, feel free to ask any questions about the Breads Crumbs 5 trailer. If there's any, stuff that confused you or stuff that stood out to you and you thought, what does that mean? You know, like, what's going on? Is there a significance to that? Oh, shoot, I skipped. Sorry. Jacob said, What's Brad's Crumbs? It's a series about. Oh God, Brian, I just read your comment. It's a series about a group of good guys called the Klan and an organization of evil criminals called the UBNVA, the United Bread Nelson Villains Association, and they come at odds with each other, and they're all fighting over this artifact called the Crumbs. And that's the whole series. We just go from there. Is there going to be a Jamie West character in Smash? Would he use Christine's blaster? Brian, why'd you spell Christine like that? I mean, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go Pats 56 says, which characters smoke swag and who's got that boof pack? I think if I revealed the answers to those questions, there would be wars amongst the fans. Great, terrible debates, people disagreeing on stuff, and that's not what I want, you know? So if I were to say, hypothetically, Biscuit Savage got that boof pack, well, some people might disagree with that, so I'm not going to say that's canon. Anyway, Jacob Heber said, why did you decide to call them the Klan? Because a friend of mine in high school referred to our friend group as the Klan. I don't know why. We were a clan. We were a clan of boys. King Kronos 500 says, oh, one question. If you had the time, would you make another Ninjago film? I would not. Let's go Pats 56. Personally, I think Pale Man. Okay. All right. Adam Harrell. Adam, I like that profile pic. How to ask question. What is Vector's favorite food? Man, was it those pickles I had at your house a few weeks ago? Those were pretty good. I would imagine that specific pickle recipe is his favorite food. Yeah, I guess that's canon now. King Kronos 500 says, oh, okay. Brian says, does Valyria Does Valerie have a drug problem in the film? Does she run an underground drug ring? Jess and I discussed that extensively, and we came to the conclusion that no, she does not. It's actually far worse than that. Jacob Huber said, well, do she? I just answered. How do you choose what to put in the trailer? Asks Adam Harrell. Adam, that's a great question. So I'll choose the music, of course, starting off. And then what I'll usually do at first is I'll put in shots that kind of hit the major beats of the trailer. And in this trailer especially, you'll see there are a lot of parts where the shots like hit to the music at certain points. I feel that gives the trailer, any trailer, good energy. So any shots that I know right off the bat are shots I want to put in the trailer or will fit really well with the music. Those are the ones that I will put in right away. And then from there, I kind of just, I guess, fill in the blanks, you could say, and I skim through the footage I've got. And if I feel it fits, I try it out. I put it in the timeline. If it's got some spoilers in it, odds are it's not going in the trailer. And there's a lot of footage for this movie that I opted not to put in the trailer so as to preserve some surprises, like the big reveal at the end of the trailer. You know, we know who makes a big appearance at the end. And also stuff that I just didn't put in the trailer at all. There's a lot of stuff that I knew I'm just not going to show in any trailers for the movie. There are just entire scenes, for instance, that I am not going to put in any of the trailers at all. So that's kind of been my thought process there. You can use that in the documentary. You have my permission. King Kronos 500 says, "Have you seen The Mandalorian season 2 episode 8 on Disney Plus?" I don't watch Star Wars. Jacob Huber asks, the streaming service. Yes. Yeah, that's what he meant by Disney Plus. He meant the streaming service.
Oh,
So
got it.
yeah, I don't know why he was confused about that. Adam says, I think he means the streaming service. Yes, that would be correct. King Kronos 500 says, no, you should. Maybe I will. Jurassic Shark 4? We still have to watch 3. Brian, Jacob, and I watched Jurassic Shark 1 and 2 the other day. It was a little excruciating, but we got through it. And we're more or less excited to watch the third movie, right?
Dreading it more like.
So that'll happen at some point. But what won't happen is Jurassic Shark 4. What will happen is another Pizza No Cum sequel. And my day's going pretty epic. I'm hanging. That looked like a really pained smile. Did you see the smile I just did? Should I do it again?
No.
Okay. You guys are asking some good questions. I don't expect this stream to go on for 6 hours like my Ninjago stream did back in May. I'm not about that. Yeah, we're not doing that again. We'll probably go till like 8 o'clock. We'll see who comes and goes. And again, if anyone has any questions about Breadcrumbs 5, feel free to hit me up. Put them in the comments. King Kronos 500, thank you very much. He says, Kane West, No Salvation is one of your best films. Good job on that. I appreciate it. And I hope you're excited for Breadcrumbs 5. If you like Kane West, you're going to love Breadcrumbs 5. I hope. Brian says, Ben M is my king. Shout out to Ben M from Jurassic Shark. He really enjoyed your performance. I don't know why, but it stood out to him. So all the more power to you, Ben. Jacob says, yo, for real, who the hell is that guy in the trailer who had the turtleneck on and was talking in the trailer? That's a great question, Jacob. His name's Vector. He's one of the new major antagonists of the movie, and he's got a past with Kane. So there's some story there, and you're gonna have to watch the movie to find out what's going on. But he's a very interesting, very compelling character, and he's brought to life by the one and only Jack Landault. Let's Go Pats 56 says, so if Kane West has a Dave, and who is Kane East? What? Adam says, who would win in a fight, Crystal Cranium or Rodney Nelson? I have no idea who Crystal Cranium is. But, I think Rodney's got some skills. I think at the end of Kane West, No Salvation, he put up a good fight against Kane. How do you choose the music for your trailers and movies? Well, as you know, I use a lot of different scores for my films, and with Breadcrumbs specifically, over the years I've tried to create sort of like thematic continuity in the music that I use. So what it's wound up being is a lot of the music from the Transformers movies gets put in, and certain themes and leitmotifs, excuse me, that you'll hear throughout the score will often wind up being applied to certain characters or locations in the films. Um, and that has kind of just happened. Kind of just get a feel for what themes fit with which characters and which locations. As for the trailer music, I just look around. I just peruse. I just see, stuff gets recommended to me. I stumble upon stuff. And the trailer music for Breadcrumbs 5, it's called Heart Race by Ghostwriter Music. Very foreboding. And I aimed with this trailer to give a feel of something very bad is about to happen. We don't know what it is. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but something very foreboding is coming up. So yeah, if it gives a good feel for the trailer, if I feel it's going to fit that movie, then yeah, by all means, I will use that music in that trailer. No, I don't think so. Actually, no. God. Will Big Head Monster Man from the most recent Brad Crubb Interquark in BC5? He's dead. So, no. King Kronos 500 says, "Noise. Those soundtracks from Transformers are epic. They are. They are epic." Steve Jablonsky is a great composer, and he made a very nice series of scores for those movies. So, and I feel they fit Breadcrumbs very well. We have 8 people watching. I think that's an all-time high. And I'll say it again. If anyone has any questions about Breadcrumbs 5, Breadcrumbs, whatever, feel free to shoot. And I'm probably saying that to the same people that have been watching. Jordan, you okay? That's like the last time I heard from you. Any Close Encounters music in this film? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. John Williams' scores have not really appeared much in Breadcrumbs 5. Or Breadcrumbs, excuse me. Just in general. But maybe. We'll see. And Adam says, "Is there anyone in the Breadcrumbs universe whose stories you feel could be expanded upon?" I feel like there are some characters, yeah. The way I've always looked at things is there are definitely characters who have appeared in some of the older movies that, looking back, like I feel like there was a better explanation for who they were, what their role was in the grand scheme of things. There are some characters that have come and gone just a little too quickly. But in terms of characters who we could find out more about, Glenn Tennis, I mean, he's dead, he's gone, but he was there in the beginning a bit. I feel like he's got a bit of a backstory. Will we ever find it out? I don't know. Probably not, unfortunately, but Glenn Tennis, that would be interesting. It's interesting to see Costa Brando. I'm talking about all my characters. And the role that he's playing. And I bring up Costa Brando because he was originally a one-off character in the short film Jumpa X. He didn't do that much. He got shot and he died. But that was in a whole other timeline. It's getting confusing now. But as the series has gone on, he's played an an increasingly large role. And it's just been fun to write the character and kind of expand the role he's played in the series. So we are getting to see more and more of him as stuff goes on. What would be the best crossover in a cartoon or show or movie ever? There was that Fairly Odd Parents Jimmy Neutron movie. That was pretty epic. Will there be a Dr. Finesse and Kanye West prequel about their time being space bandits 25 years before the events of Kanye West? Can we make that? Can we make that movie?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I'd be down. We need to do some like really cheesy like de-aging for the characters. But yeah, I'm down. Let's go. Pats 56 asked, "Does not see Mitch return, or was the power of friendship just too strong?" I think the power of friendship was just too strong, unfortunately. But thank God he's gone for good. Kyle Carosi, oh my goodness, he says, "Hey LS100, I got cucked today. Any advice?" No. And frankly, I'm not here to conversate. So. King Kronos 500 says, "What encouraged you to make movies and got the stuff you make? You deserve more subs." Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I'm coming up on 10 years on YouTube now. And I joined YouTube because I wanted to start making Bionicle movies. And I've been asked this question before, like what got me into making movies and stuff. And it kind of just came to me. And it obviously never left me. So I have kind of just stuck with it over the years, and I've tried to find ways to improve in doing it however I can. So I think definitely my friends are a big part of it. They definitely encourage me to, come up with new projects and stuff, and, their support means a lot. And without them, I wouldn't be able to make the stuff that I make. So their help in general is just very encouraging. I think if I didn't have such a passionate group of friends, then I wouldn't be able to come up with a lot of these ideas and get a lot of these projects moving forward. So Adam says, Breadcrumbs 5, Forgotten Future, as we can imagine, is a big project. What plans do you have after the series ends? What are your aspirations? I have thought about that quite a bit, what I'm going to do when this movie's over with. Well, I've been saying to everyone, like, behind the scenes, I don't know the next time, if ever, I would want to undertake a project this big. Because Breadcrumbs 5 has been a very discreet project, and it cannot be understated just how much time has been spent filming it, how much time I've spent, scheduling filming and figuring out, like doing script rewrites, touch-ups and stuff. So again, I never want to do a project. I don't think I ever want to do a project this big again. So once this is done, I want to shoot for some smaller stuff. And we have some smaller stuff planned that I will hopefully reveal in the LS100 2020 New Year's special. If or when that happens, hopefully it does. But in terms of like my aspirations in the grand scheme of things, I'm interested in many areas of film, whether it be, editing, directing, composing. So I haven't exactly narrowed down exactly what I want to do yet. In terms of like, a professional career. But I like to, kind of keep things open. And just have that like wide skill set. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what opportunities come my way. And we're gonna go from there. But Breadcrumbs 5, that's the top priority. We're gonna get it done. All right. For the stuff I make. Oh, it's okay. I hate autocorrect too. JDH Studio says, I'm a proud American and you are a simple farmer and an adulterer. Hey, sorry. Look. Nothing I can do. And he also says, we need that New Year's special. I definitely do not have any ulterior motives in this statement. What's everyone's favorite Crumbs movie? And by that, I mean like the main movies, the interquels, the spin-offs. What do you guys like? Which one stands out to you? Which one do you like the most? And feel free to tell me why. I'm very curious. Sean Gallagher says, hello, Scott. Hello, Sean Gallagher. Good to see you. Jacob Huber says, what that means. I'm jumping ahead of it. I am thinking of sending him to Ban World. King Kronos asks me, what do you want for Christmas? I want my family to be safe and healthy, and I want to make some good progress on Breadcrumbs 5. Those are the things I want most. I want to make some good progress on Breadcrumbs 5. I know that sounds cheesy, I know. Jacob says Breadcrumbs 3. Okay. King Chrono says main ones because they're cool. Because they cool. They are. They are more eventful than a lot of the smaller movies. Kane West or the original for very different reasons. Yeah. You can't not like the first Breadcrumbs. Adam says it's hard to pick a favorite, but I really enjoy BC3 Scrub Slam. The number of people that I know that love Breadcrumbs 3 or just enjoy it in general really surprises me. It doesn't upset me. The way I've looked at it is I think 4 is the better made movie, but it's also kind of depressing. But 3 is just a full-blown adventure. They're, going all over the place. So I've always found that very interesting. King Kronos says, nice, I just want 3 Lego 501st Battle Packs. Nice. I hope you get those. And Adam says his favorite interquel is Hit the Crib. That's an interesting choice. When I made Hit the Crib, it always felt very uneventful just because Tiresias and Vin just show up to the crib and then they beat up Kick. And that's it. That's how we meet Kick. But other than that, there's not much to it. But I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Kyle says Rodney is my favorite movie. Rodney's my favorite movie, character, food, everything. Just Rodney, all across the board. Jacob Huber says, my favorite inner quote is biggest fish of them all. Okay. All right. Okay. King Kronos asks, what's your favorite movie franchise? Oh my goodness. Because I'm thinking of series that, you know, have movies in them that I like. But as a whole, those series are not fantastic, if you know what I mean. Um I'm gonna have to think on this. Because I'm trying to think of a series that as a whole I enjoy. But I cannot right off the bat. I will try to come back to that. But I'm thinking about it. Was there anything that surprised you guys in the Breadcrumbs 5 trailer? Anything that stood out to you and made you go, "Whoa, who was that?" or "What's going on here?" Um, anything that stood out to you guys? Anything that shocked you? I know the trailer is like a big mystery. We don't really know what's going on, but JT Studio says all of it. It's one big enigma, one big question. I'm back. I apologize. Jordan says my favorite Breadcrumbs cinematic universe movie has to be Breadcrumbs 2 Electric Boogaloo. The reason you might ask, it sets the standard of what Breadcrumbs is and is all around just a fun high school film to watch. I like that. Thank you, Jordan. I like that perspective. King Kronos 500 says, no, I despise autocorrect. JT Studio says, I have no sense of object permanence. Object permanence. Can't talk. Where did Scott go? I don't know. I didn't leave. I've been here. Adam says, the character of Vector has me wondering, what dream of his did Kane crush? Don't spoil. I won't spoil. I'm not going to answer it. It's all very foreboding. There's a lot of stuff that's raised in the trailer that, it's not going to be answered until you watch the movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you guys have any guesses for how long Breadcrumbs 5 is going to be, like in terms of the running time? I've been editing the movie, as many of you probably know. And it's shaping up to be quite the adventure. And there's, we have filmed a lot, without a doubt. We have filmed for over 40 days, varying times each day. And we have filmed a lot. I think the production time for Kane West was around 20 days, and that was the longest movie in the series. So it's a big movie. But let's see what the guesses are. Jacob Huber says 4 hours. JTH Studio says, "Am I allowed to guess?" Absolutely, go for it. King Kronos 500 says 40 to 50 minutes, I think. Okay. And Adam Harrell says 6 hours, 8-episode series. Okay, all right. These are all good guesses. But again, it's gonna be a big movie. You're gonna need to find some time to watch it. But again, I've been editing it, and I feel it is paced very well. I'm very pleased with how the movie is paced. I feel it has a very good flow to it, and it's hard to get bored watching it just because of how quickly it's moving. But it doesn't move too quickly. You get to enjoy every moment, and yeah, I'm not going to say too much. I'll stop there. JTH Studio says, "My guess is 4 hours. I have no reason for making this completely arbitrary guess." Interesting. Now, he also suspects that he said something about an ulterior motive or something, so we need that new special. I definitely do not have any ulterior motives in this statement. He seems to think he knows something behind the scenes. He doesn't. King Kronos 500 says, "Can you do some behind the scenes after it's done or some bloopers?" Yes, absolutely. In fact, Adam Harrell, who you see in the comments right there, he is currently making a documentary, which we are all very excited for, and he's going to, in this documentary, chronicle the making of the movie, and I'm going to be honest. Adam has just been filming so much footage of us filming the movie. He even got footage the other day of me editing. So he is essentially doing for me what I don't have the time to do, and that is make a very big, very epic making of Crumbs 5. So I'm very excited for that, and I wonder when that'll be done, Adam. I've been meaning to ask you, when do you envision that coming out? I'm hoping sometime next semester, but I'm sure we'll talk about that. JTH Studio says, "I know nothing. I'm just a simple LS100 fan trying to get a Jinjago movie made." That's fair. That's fair. The most simple LS100 fan just trying to get another Jinjago movie. Adam says, "Thanks for the shout out. Shooting behind the scenes has been really fun." He says, "Hey, LS100. It is 7:44 right now. We've been going for 44 minutes. I think we're going to wrap up the stream around 8 o'clock. Again, I don't want to go for a full 6 hours like I did back in May. JTH Studios knows that game. But yeah, if anyone has any pressing questions, feel free to shoot them now or in the next 15 minutes. King Kronos 500 corrected JTH Studios, well deserved. He said, "No, it's not Jingago, it's Jinjungo." Got him. Adam says, "I estimate the doc will come out in the summer of this year." Not quite sure. That makes sense. And I think I remember you saying you have, it's like 120 gigs of footage or something like that. So that makes sense. But I'm sure there will be a trailer for it or something like that sometime next semester. So, yeah, Adam has been a very big help with chronicling, everything that's going on behind the scenes. And if there's one thing I'm very bad at, it's getting behind the scenes stuff, just like behind the scenes pictures, even stuff that I want to, post on Instagram or something is like a behind the scenes, thing like, hey, we did this or we're working on this. And while I do have some behind the scenes pictures, they involve some spoilers, so I haven't been able to post them yet. But again, Adam has been a big help with getting that behind the scenes footage that I would love to get, but it's not at the top of my mind. So he has been my right hand man in that regard. King Cronus 500 says, "What if Shrek?" Yeah, I mean, yeah. Adam says, "If I can get interviews next semester, there will definitely be a trailer." Sounds good to me. We're gonna make it happen. Next semester is gonna be epic. What's everyone's favorite Bread's Crumbs character? There's a lot. So many. Might even be too many to count. I know Kyle's answer. I don't know if he's still here. Kyle's answer is Rodney Nelson. But I hope he posts that in the comments because it's pretty obligatory. But yeah, favorite characters, anyone? Let me know. I'm curious. JTH Studios, his favorite character is Dave. I can't argue with that. Who doesn't love Dave? King Cronus 500 says Dave. And Jacob Huber says, or Zergo. Some good picks. Good picks. All the going for Dave and Zergo, very obscure. Feel free to keep telling me if anyone else hasn't said yet your favorite Bread's Crumbs characters, or if there's a Bread's Crumbs movie, if you were to go and rewatch one of the Bread's Crumbs movies right now, full movies or short films, which one would it be? If right now I told you go rewatch one of them, which one would you go for? Jacob Huber changed his mind. Obviously, Biscuit Savage is his favorite character. Can't argue with that. King Chronos 500. My favorite is the cameraman. That was wholesome. Thank you. Jacob Huber's favorite character is Kane Wesser. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah. Well, a few things I want to say about Breadcrumbs 5 before the stream ends. So the trailer, there's a lot in it, lots of, I don't want to say confusing stuff, but there's lots of mysteries that were raised, and questions yet to be answered. The movie is now set for release in spring of 2021. I don't have an exact date in mind yet, not even an exact month. But I'm hoping sometime in the first few months of the year, the movie will be done. We've got a lot of work that we still need to do. We got a bit of a road ahead in post-production. We got a lot of line dubbing to do. There's a few scenes we still have to film. But all in all, filming is about 95% of the way complete. So I'm happy with that. Very happy with the progress that we have made. And I think we're in a very good spot right now in terms of what we filmed, and it has just been a crazy production all around. With COVID going on the last few months, and scheduling filming times with the actors and whatnot, because this whole movie was supposed to have been shot last semester, starting in March, and COVID hit, so stuff got totally derailed. Pushed back, and we ultimately did not really start filming until the end of July. But over the last 4 or 5 months, we've really been powering through filming basically everything. So it has been exhausting, but again, I'm very happy with where we're at now. And from here, it's basically post-production, with the exception of those few scenes that I still have yet to film. But editing is going to be a huge process, just with dubbing over the lines, doing the special effects, which Jacob Huber is going to help me do. Just realized his comment was still on the screen. So yeah, there's a lot of post-production stuff that we're going to need to get under wraps, but I am ready for that. And like I was saying earlier, I've basically finished a rough cut of the film, with the exception of those scenes that we still have yet to shoot. But what we've seen so far, what I've assembled so far, it is quite the adventure, and I'm really happy with how it's coming together. So, King Kronos 500, that's a great question. How did you come up with the Kanye West suit? It's so random, but epic. So let me run through what the costume is. So you got this blue long sleeve shirt underneath the combat vest, which is a Dark Knight Rises Bane combat vest, and the one you see in No Salvation, The World Returns, and the upcoming Breadcrumbs 5, that is like a leather Bane combat vest. But the old one that we saw in the two-man trio, Breadcrumbs 4, ending of Kanye West, and a good chunk of The World Returns, that was a Dark Knight Rises Bane Halloween costume. Very clunky looking costume, as I've like to call it. And it's it was in my closet. I needed a costume, so I used it for the character. And then for Kanye West, No Salvation, I got that leather Bane vest because I wanted something that looked a little tighter, a little cooler. And the clunky looking Halloween costume was not doing the trick. So he's got the combat vest, and Alex Finelli, who played Kane in a lot of the other movies, and Jacob Huber primarily, have had to wear a ton of stuff on their head. Underneath, he's got this cowl, which has a little cape that goes down his back and then a hood that goes over his head. But before we pull the hood up, he puts on a ski mask, just to conceal his neck and his head and everything. And then he puts the Kanye West mask over that. And then he puts the hood from the cowl on top of that. And then he puts a ski mask on the very top over the mask, other ski mask, and the hood from the cowl. Before that, I almost missed, he's got a cape, which the hood from the cape also goes on top of the hood from the cowl. Just so you guys know, I mess it up every single time I've put it on Jake. I somehow have almost never gotten it right when I'm putting the costume on him, namely the head garb and everything. But it's like 5 different components being put on his head. It's a lot, but he wears it well. And then, of course, we've got the gauntlet, which in Breadcrumbs 5, you might have seen Kane as a new gauntlet because the old one was basically falling apart. And then, of course, he's got Dave. And he's also got this like black, like tactical strap going across his vest. So that's basically the costume for Kane West in Breadcrumbs 5. So it's pretty funky. And I just went through the whole thing in detail, only to say this. Basically, it was just whatever came to me, whatever props, clothing, whatnot was at my disposal. I was like, this would fit good with the character. This I could add in. Yeah, I kind of just improvised it. And the mask is a Bionicle Halloween costume mask, which combining lots of different things here to make this jumbled costume. But that is Kane West. Lots of different things thrown together. So thank you. Tried to be creative. And Luke Skywalker Lars says, hello there. I think it's Obi-Wan that says that. But hello there. All right, it is 7:57. I'm going to go for a few more minutes. If anyone has any final questions, feel free to shoot, and I will do my best to answer. Oh shoot. Biff Bifferson says do a backflip. I can't. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Because I can't do a backflip, I'm now at your disposal. Tell me what movie I have to make in compensation. King Kronos 500. For him, it's 6:57, so I guess I have to stream for another hour. Biff says, truly a travesty. Jacob says, that's true, Scott. You have to go for another hour now. Can you take over for me?
Nah.
All right, Biff Bifferson says I have to make another Jurassic Shark movie. So there you have it, folks. That'll be confirmed during the New Year's special, I guess. I guess I have to make another Jurassic Shark movie. Guys, I really appreciate you all tuning in for this live stream. And I will stick around for a bit longer to answer any final questions. I have nowhere to be right now, so by all means, feel free to shoot any final questions, and I will do my best to answer. If you guys have any final questions about the future of the channel, like where things are going to go from here, I hope to answer some of those in the New Year's special. Again, hopefully we will do that by the end of the year. But yeah, we'll talk about some projects we have planned for next year. Chief among them, Breadcrumbs 5, but also some smaller stuff that we've had in mind for a while. And I really look forward to the smaller projects because those are less complicated to make and they will get done much quicker. and I don't have to stress about them nearly as much as I do with Breadcrumbs 5. Biff Bifferson says, when's the live fan club meetup? I don't know, but I'll get back to you on that. King Kronos 500 says, also in Kane West, my little bro was laughing at the regular guy who had a big armor piece. He's a fun. I think you're talking about Axel Gunner, the guy with the big silver armor. He's a cool. He makes some funny faces. He has a funny, cool voice too. I'm glad he was laughing at that. Biff Bifferson says, will you ever do LS100 gaming? Look, I'm pretty good at Agario. I used to be good at Pop Tropica. You give me a controller, I'm gonna hurt someone with it. I don't know. I don't think that'll work out too well. King Kronos 500 says, any other future projects? Don't need to say what, just if there's any. Yeah, we got some stuff that's going to be coming in the next few months. This year, because of COVID, but more so Breadcrumbs 5, we were just so busy with filming that I didn't really get to focus on as many smaller projects as I hoped. I wanted to make more Pizza No Cum movies, but then again, I say that every year. But I do have an end in mind for the series, so hopefully sooner than later we will wrap that up. But yeah, there's going to be some stuff I will talk about in the New Year's special. And we're gonna figure out what projects are in store for next year. So there's some stuff. There's some stuff on the way. And I will give away some details on that soon enough. If you guys are watching and you have not, for whatever reason, watched the Breadcrumbs 5 Forgotten Future teaser trailer, by all means, check it out. Feel free to like, comment, share it with your friends and family. They'll probably be very confused because this is the culmination of the series and they won't know what's going on. But, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a big adventure. And I hope that you are as excited as I am to release the film or to see the film. King Kronos 500 says, Ninjago is always welcome. I appreciate that. I think my Ninjago days are behind me, but I am glad that, you, King Kronos, and many other people who I assume might be going back and watching this. I'm glad you guys have had such enjoyment in watching the films. And of course, they're still on my channel. Feel free to go back, watch them, enjoy them. And if you ever have any questions or comments about those, feel free to leave them. Biff Bifferson says, Ninjago win. Ninjago forever. Biff Bifferson says, what will the final rating for BC5 be? It's funny because I made a new rating logo for the teaser trailer this morning. There was some disorder in the hallway. I had to make sure everything was okay. What will the final rating for Breadcrumbs 5 be? This morning I was doing a new rating logo for the teaser trailer. It's like this film has been rated blah 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 by Lord Starscream 100, and it's always PG-13. And I've always put PG-13 no matter what. Have I made some PG movies? Absolutely, but I feel like I always instinctively put PG-13. And I can say with pretty high confidence, Breadcrumbs 5 is going to be rated R. No, I'm just kidding. PG-13. PG-13, most likely. Yeah. I was just going to go talk about the movie some more and some of what happens in it, but things get rough in the story. I will say that. PG-13. I'm still here for any final questions, but otherwise we'll be wrapping this up very soon. Any more questions about Breadcrumbs 5? Anything? And again, hopefully the New Year's special will come at the end of this month, and I will talk some more about what's in store for next year and the months ahead. This is a final call for any last remaining questions. I will be sure to post the link to the trailer in the description of this stream so that if you happen to watch this stream and you're like, where's the trailer? Go right in the description. You'll get it. Biff Bifferson says, will there be any other live events like this? Perhaps. If I have the time, if I have a reason to do it, if you guys enjoyed this, then I will do it again at some point. When? I don't know. Not often, but this was definitely an occasion that I wanted to do a stream for and answer any questions from the LS100 audience. King Kronos 500 says, no questions, but nice talking with you for first time. And likewise, it was a pleasure. And I hope to see you on my videos some more. And as always, I hope you enjoy watching my Ninjago stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. It has been a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had fun. And again, feel free to go watch the Breadcrumbs 5 Forgotten Future teaser trailer if you haven't already. And if you already have, go watch it again. If not tonight, tomorrow, or the day after. It'll be there. And I will keep you guys posted with what's going on with the movie. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at LordStarscream100. Got lots of movie updates on there. And yeah. Wish you guys all the best, and hopefully I will see you next time in the New Year's / Christmas special. I will try to do one. It'll be a Christmas, New Year's joint special, something like that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.